Hello everybody, hope you had a great week. I am going to report on my fallacy for this week for speech. And on the fallacy that I chose, I'm going to do appeal to people or bandwagon. A fallacy, just to give a brief overview, is a false argument which seems legit at the time for the person trying to do the arguing, but it actually has no legit backup or reasoning to support it. I am going to once again touch on appeal to people. The 3 points that I am going to be touching base on is just because everyone else has it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to. You aren't guaranteed to like the item or the thing that other people are doing. Just because they do it doesn't mean that you have to necessarily do it to get the same feeling. And if you do get to have, whether it be a same article, clothing, or just doing something because somebody else is doing it, doesn't mean that you're going to be more popular or liked. For my example, I'm going to give an example of an argument that my daughter and I actually had the other day. Starting at a young age of 7, I had purchased her a jacket, and it was pink like she had requested, just chose her one. In fact, it was a Columbia jacket, which was pretty decent, I thought. Once she opened it, she was disappointed. She said that she had to have the North Face jacket like her dad and her best friend had. In our argument, I made the key point that doesn't mean that she has to do it just because they do. She argued back to me that she didn't necessarily have to have it just because they did, but more so that she wanted it because she liked what they had and she liked the way that it felt. And the other key point was then afterwards I found that she did want it because her dad had it and she wanted to be similar to her dad and having the same things. So we did discuss it's not going to make her more popular just by having this North Face. Pink is what she wanted, fuzzy is what she wanted, so in addition to that she should have had everything she wanted. But it didn't have the words North Face on it, so she argued again that she had to have that. Lastly, I touched base with her. Just because she would have the same jacket as what they would does not mean that she will like the same product that they have. You don't necessarily have, just because one person thinks that it's great for them and they like the comfort and the fit, doesn't mean that she is going to like it. Just because it says North Face doesn't mean that she's guaranteed to like the product. So in conclusion, being on the bandwagon doesn't make you any more of a person. You're still the same person, whether it's the same similar object, a different object. Doesn't mean that people are going to like you more just because you have the name. Yes, there's a lot of popularity things going on in the schools now, but in reality, you're the person that you are, not necessarily the brand of clothing that you have or the things that you do, even though in our society there is a lot of labeling and bandwagon going on. So just because, end it with a lighter note, we'll kind of go out with the old saying, just because one person does it doesn't mean you do. So if your friend jumps off a bridge, does that necessarily mean that you need to either? Thank you.